Hey brother, I have a secret for you about the pain that you're currently feeling. If you've got past traumas or frustrations or anything in your life that's painful, that's holding you down, that's holding you back, that's keeping you from moving forward, if your personal development, if you're coaching, you're counseling, if any of that's feeling stuck or like it's not sticking, this one little adjustment I have to share with you may actually help a lot. It's no secret that shit happens to men. We go through a lot. And I know that there's all these stereotypes out there, and the world is sending confusing signals about what it means to be a man. But here's one of the things I know a lot of men deal with. They suffer their pain alone. They often don't talk about it. They don't share it. It's because it's confusing. It's painful. So why go spend time in it? So we do all that stupid shit like drink too much, or fight, or argue. We're usually not handling it in a very healthy way. I've been doing men's work for about 12 years now, and I've sat in circle with men from every walk of life. And here's one common thing that we all recognize. What happened to you, what happened to me, isn't as important as the label that we put on it. That's the big secret. How have you labeled your experiences? That is what ends up being the focus when people are trying to unravel the pain in their life. Let's start with a simple example. Labels are what our brain do to try to understand and navigate the world we live in. From like the little infant stage that we're in, our senses are trying to interpret billions of points of data every month. Like, what does this mean? What does that mean? How does that affect my safety? Can I eat it? Can I fuck it? So it puts labels on the things that it thinks it understands. Have you ever had two people watch the same, say, political debate? The words themselves, however deceitful or honest they are, the words themselves are the words that are spoken. But two people can have a completely different experience of the same event. Let's take two families. They value education, they value performance, they want their children to really succeed. They have goals for them like be a doctor, be a lawyer, do well in school, get good grades, that kind of thing. One family is very kind, they're very spiritual, or they're just chill. And so they're teaching these principles like do well, get good grades, but they're doing it in a very positive environment so that when that kid does those things, they're feeling lifted up and empowered. In another family, they're stressed out, they're performance oriented, they're not very emotional, they're very punitive, they're very disciplinarian. And so if that kid does the same exact set of things, do good at school, get good grades, take your future seriously. But if this kid doesn't do well, he's told he's a failure. Same exact scenario, same exact sort of structure for both kids. One kid labeled that set of experiences as empowering. Another one labeled them as I'm never good enough and I'm a failure. If I was to coach you and you grew up in the I'm not good enough and I'm a failure family, I'm not going to go examine how well did you do in school. I'm going to deal with how you feel about how you did in school. That's the label. Ask yourself every day, how do I feel about this? Go back to the memory as far back as you can and ask yourself, where did this memory come from? And then instead of getting stuck in the feelings, ask yourself, how did I label that? You can have so many experiences in your life that you label as positive, as negative, as neutral, as indifferent, as traumatic and awful, or holy cow, my life is better than it ever could be. All of these are the labels. If you go in and you're getting help in your personal development journey, in your quest to be the best man you can be, my invitation to you is ask yourself, what did I label the experience that's holding me back? As I said, the secret to your pain isn't what happened to you. It's how you labeled it. Because nobody can go back in time and make the abuse or the situation or the trauma not happen. But the one thing you can do is change the way you label that event. So me sharing this with you, I understand that at the very best, this could be kind of like a, ooh, interesting data point. Or hey, I hadn't thought of that and that's helpful. This short video is in no means going to make the difference. What's going to make the difference is that if this resonates with you, you spend some time on it, you figure out other experts, read some books, watch some videos, Ask yourself, how can I get to the root of how I've labeled these experiences in my life? A couple things I'd like to offer you in your pursuit. The first link in the description below is a free archive that Andrea and I have put together so you can actually take action on your life today. It's all yours for free. Go to that link, sign up, and they're all yours. And the second thing is, if you're watching our channel and you feel like we have something in common, if you feel like we're a good fit, if you'd like for us to help you with those labels, make a free 15-minute call with us. Book one. If you feel like we could possibly be a good fit, let's have a conversation. Andrea and I would love to help you look at your labels. If you have any questions, if anything came up for you, if you'd like to argue this, if you would like to say anything about it, I would love for you to participate in the comments. In fact, one thing I would love for you to do before midnight tonight, share one area of your life that you recognize there's a label that's more important than the memory that's attached to it. And let's talk about it. If you like these kinds of conversations, you're in the right channel. Check us out, like, subscribe, become a part of what we're doing here. And if you know anyone that could use this video, please share it with them. And we'll see you in the next one.